Hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video, I am going to discuss 10 important questions on forensic toxicology, and this is the part 2 of the forensic toxicology series. And in this video, we are going to discuss about the classification and mode of actions of poisons. And those who don't know me, I am Amar, the founder of forensicmcq.com, and it is a platform where you will get category wise MCQs and also the previous year question papers of NTA UGC NET. So without any further delay, let's move to the next slide. And all these MCQs in this presentations are from the forensic toxicology categories, and we have added a question bank section, and these all MCQs are made by our team. Don't find it over internet or in any book. And we have recently added 200 MCQs on introduction and general forensic toxicology. And in future videos, we are going to discuss more about forensic toxicology in details, and which usually include dedicated poisoning MCQs such as metallic, non-metallic, pesticides, herbicides. These all are free. And you can learn all these types of questions through our YouTube channel, which is free. And those who are the premium members, you just have to go to the forensic toxicology section and jump to the question bank section, in which we have listed the 200 plus MCQs. And in future weeks, we have target to complete 1000 MCQs on forensic toxicology. So if you are a premium member, you can access all these MCQs on our platform. Now, let's move to the question number 1, which is the main part of the video. And the question number 1 states that following is classified as inorganic irritants. So, what are irritants? First, let's talk about what are irritants. So irritants are a group of poison that is causing inflammation, specifically to the GIT, gastrointestinal tract. So, it basically causes inflammation in GIT. So, any poison or any substance that causes GIT inflammation, they are termed as irritant. Now let's check the options. First is Abrus and Croton. Second is antimony and copper. Third is arsenic and mercury. And fourth is phosphorus and chlorine. So the inorganic irritants are the arsenic and mercury. That is option 3. So option 3 is the correct answer. Now let's check the explanation part. So there are two types of inorganic irritants. First is metallic and second is non-metallic. And metallics are arsenic, antimony, copper, lead, mercury, and zinc. And in this question, arsenic and mercuries are included. So they are the metallic inorganic irritants. Now let's move to the non-metallic irritants. These include phosphorus, chlorine, iodine, and carbon tetrachloride. So these are the non-metallic inorganic irritants. Now let's move to the question number 2. Question number 2 states that what category of irritants does powder glass belong to? So it talks about the powder glass. Now let's check the options. First is inorganic, second is organic, third is mechanical, and fourth is amorphous. And the correct answer for this question is option 3, that is mechanical. So powder glass are the mechanical types of irritants, and there are other types of mechanical irritants diamond dust, such as diamond dust, needle, hair. So apart from powder glass, diamond dust, needle, and hair are also called mechanical irritants. And these all four mechanical irritants are different from other, because in mechanical irritants they usually act as a physical irritation. So it physically irritates the GIT. Usually the potent damage is due to their shape and physical presence. Physical presence are the two contributing factors that makes a substance mechanical irritant. Now let's check the explanation part. Irritants are classified based on their sources into, first is metallic. We already talked about that in last slide, that is arsenic and mercury. Non-metallic, phosphorus and iodine. And the third is the plant, Abrus and castor. And fourth is the animal, that is snakes, spiders and scorpions. And fifth is mechanical, that is powder glass, diamond dust, hair and needle. So there are 5 different types of irritants. They are categorized based on their sources of origin. So these are metallic, non-metallic, plant, and mechanical. Now let's move to the question number 3. The primary action of neurotic on human body. So what are neurotics? Neurotics are the chemical that acts on the CNS, that is central nervous system. And here are the options. Option first says they act mainly on the respiratory system. This is wrong because I already told you they act on the CNS. Moving to the option second, they act mainly on CNS, and this is the correct answer because I already told you neurotics are the chemicals that act on the CNS. So the correct answer is option number second. Now let's check the explanation part. There are three types of neurotics. So there are three types of neurotics. First is cerebral. So somnifers are the substance that induce sleeps, and one of the common example is opioids. And second is inhibitants. So inhibitants are the chemicals that cause intoxication or create a state of excitement or euphoria. And most common is the alcohol and ether. And the third is deliriant. So deliriant are the chemicals that cause a state of delirium, which is usually the confusion. And most common examples are datura, cannabis, and cocaine. And the second main category of neurotics are the spinal. So they usually acts on the spinal cord of the human body. And one common example is next vomica. Moving to the third and the last main type of neurotics, that is peripheral. So peripheral means away from the center. So it means away from the center. So let's say it is a human body. So peripheral means away from the center. So it includes feet or leg or hands. So these all the parts that majorly affected by the peripheral area. So which usually the hands and feet. So neurotics that act on the limbs of the human body, they are considered as a peripheral neurotics. Now, let's move to the question number 4. Which of the following is considered as a cause of food poisoning? And here are the options. Option first is botulism, second is digitalysis, third is nicotine, and fourth is both first and third. And the correct answer for this question is botulism. That is option number first. So now let's move to the explanation part. And explanation part says common causes of food poisoning are, there are two main causes. First is bacteria, and most common bacteria are Salmonella and E. coli. And the second main cause of food poisoning are the chemicals, and one of the common example is botulism. Now, let's move to the question number 5. Which poison is used as fumigants? So, fumigants are the substance that cause fumigation. So, that cause fumigation. So, fumigation is a type of pest control or removal of microorganism in which the area is completely filled with the gas. So, the pest or the microorganisms are killed using fumigants, and fumigation is similar like you use mosquito repellent coils. So now let's check the options. And here are the options. First is aluminum phosphide. Second is nicotine. Third is hydrocyanic acid. And fourth is oleander. And the correct answer for this question is option first, that is aluminum phosphide. So aluminum phosphides are usually in the powder or liquid form and which release gas to fill the area and control the pest activity. So the correct answer is option first. Now let's move to the explanation part. Fumigation is a method of pest control, I already told you, or the removal of harmful microorganisms by completely filling the area. So they are done by completely filling the area. So there is no room for the air also. So this technique of controlling pest is called fumigation. And examples of fumigants are the aluminum phosphide or alphos or ethylene dibromide. Now, let's move to the question number 6. Following are the cardiac poisons. So, cardiac poisons are usually the poisons that act on the heart. And here are the options. A is oleander, B is nicotine, C is hydrocyanic acid, and D is digitalysis. So, these all four are the cardiac poisoning. So, option A, B, C, and D are correct. Now, let's take the options. Option 4, A, B, C, and D are the correct answer for this question. Now, let's move to the question number 7. It is an assertion reason question. So, let's check the first assertion part. Assertion says the severity of toxic effect is directly proportional to the quantity of the poison ingested or exposed to individual. And this is the correct, and this is what makes any substance poison. For example, in previous video, I have told you that water can also act as a poison if they are taken in exceed amount. So the quantity is the thing that usually affects the toxicity of the chemical or a substance. So assertion is correct. Moving to the reason part, a higher dose of poison increases the concentration of toxic substance in body, leading to the most serve health effect. This is also correct. As the doses of the poison increases, the toxicity or the symptoms become more severe. This makes reasons also correct. So option first, that is both A and R are correct, is the correct answer. Now let's move to the question number 8. How does the effectiveness of hypodermic dose compare to an oral dose? So hypodermic dose means the injection under the skin. So how the dose that is given by hypodermic mode can be compared with the oral dose. Now let's check the option part. First, it is about the same as the oral dose. Second, it is about 2 times more potent than the oral dose. And option 3, it is about 4 times more potent than oral dose. And option 4, it is about 8 times more potent than oral dose. And the correct answer for this question is option 3, it is about 4 times more potent than oral dose. Now let's move to the explanation part. So a hypodermic dose injected under the skin is significantly more potent, being 1/4 the quantity of active oral dose. So it says that the hypodermic dose usually required 1/4 of the dose that is given by oral. So if a patient is given 4 gram of penicillin or paracetamol, then if we inject a hypodermic dose, then it usually required 1 gram. It usually required around 1 gram of that dosage. So in other terms, you can say that it is 4x more potent than the oral dose. Now let's move to the question number 9. Rank the following modes of poison administration in order of rapidity of action. So we have to rearrange all these options in the order of rapidity. So the first one will be the highest or the most rapid mode of action towards the least mode of action. So before moving to the options, let first reevaluate the rapid mode of action. So rapid mode of action is first start with the gas phase. So the gas types of substance, or you can say the gaseous or vapor form of substance, are the more fastest, or you can say rapid of action. So after inhaled or gas form of vapors, the next most rapid form of action is the intravenous injections or IVs. And after that, the intramuscular injections or intradermal injections. So intradermal injections. And after that, the most rapid form of action is application of the substance directly on the wound or open wound, on open wound. And after open wound, the next fastest mode of action is the closed wound, is the closed wounds, is the closed wounds. And after that, there is injection part. So you consumed by mouth. And after that, the applications of the chemicals on the rectum, vagina, and urethra, and urethra. And the last is the unbroken skin, unbroken skin. And one of the common example is the use of nicotine patch. So this is the order of the rapidity of the action. So gas will be the most rapid form of action, and the application of a chemical directly on the unbroken skin is the least rapid mode of action. So now let's check the options. So first will be the D, inhaled in gaseous and vaporous form. So it will be the first option. And after inhalation or the gaseous form, the second will be the intravenous injection. So option A will come after the inhalation in gaseous or vapors form. And after that will be the application to a wound. So this will be the third. And after that, the injection part, that is, it will become the fourth. And after that, the application to the unbroken skin. And then it will become the 5. So the order will be the D, followed by A, then E, then B, then C. Now let's check the options. So D, A, E, B, and C. So third will be the correct answer, D, A, E, B, S. Now let's move to question number 10. What factors influence the action of poison besides its quantity? So we have a chemical or substance in which the quantity is same. So in If we kept the quantity fixed, so what are the other factors that can cause poison to act fast or slow? So the first option is the physical state, and this is true as I already told you in the earlier slides that the gas will has the highest mode of action, or even in the solid form. For example, if you take a capsule, if you take a capsule of 1 gram versus powder form of that substance. So in powder form, there it has a large surface area, so it can absorb more readily as compared to capsule. So option A is the correct. Moving to the B part, chemical composition, and this is also true because chemical composition can change the solubility, can change the solubility, solubility of the compound or substance. And what does the solubility do? That it helps in the distribution of the poison. Apart from the solubility and distribution, the next major aspects of chemical composition is they define how a chemical or a substance interact with the body. For example, in case of snake venoms, they are the proteins and they usually disrupt the normal function of our body. Now, let's move to the option C, that is mechanical combination with inert substance. And this is also correct because mechanical combination can dilute the poison concentration and alter its toxicity. So option C is also correct. Moving to the option D, temperature at which the poison is stored. This is the incorrect option because there is nothing to do with the temperature of the poison that is stored other than the expiry. Moving to the option E, time of the day when the poison is administered. This is also the wrong option because there is nothing to do with the time of the day when the poison is administered. The catch, for example, if a person is in sleep, then the action of poison usually delay, or you can say that the distribution of the poison is not as fast as the person is awake. So the correct answer is option A, B, and C. Now let's check the options. So A, B, and C, option second is the correct. With that, this presentation is ended. Thank you for watching till now. I hope you have subscribed our channel. And if you haven't subscribed our channel, please subscribe. This will help us to grow and also motivate us to make more videos. Thank you.